What is something you think all men could agree on? Big rock in water make big splash. If I find a cool ass rock I am picking it the fuck up. All men know that when we go to urinate we have the silent, or noisy, mode. You don't ask questions when another man digs a hole. You either admire it and make encouraging comments. Or you help him dig. God bless never queuing for the toilet as long as women. Down nod. How are you sir? Up nod. What's up G? What's something from the early days of the internet which younger generations may not know about? You have to try to put yourself into a mindset of how you would go about finding things on the internet in the days before popular search engines like Google or social media. Discovery of content ended up being due to word of mouth. ISPs and their services are finding links from other sites you knew about. I remember a lot of fan pages, fan sites for different things would all have sections of affiliate links to other similar fan pages and sites in a mutual effort to help people discover other similar content. I used to keep a magazine beside the computer so I could read something while waiting for a web page to load. I attempted to explain, all your base or belong to us, to a young coworker and she refused to believe it was a real thing. Being offline. Now everyone is online all the time. But going online was an actual limited time thing you went and did, and then when you are done you got offline. Now being online is a permanent state of being. Waiting for an hour for an image to download, line by line. AltaVista and Ask Jeeves. What's something that's way too overpriced, but people still keep buying? Funerals. Cigarettes. Printer ink. Fast foods. Just saw someone posting a receipt from Five Guys and the soda alone is $3.75. Tears of joy. Insulin. It's like they need it to live or something. Lol. Fashion headphones. In terms of sound quality, a proper pair of $100 headphones beats them easily. Why are you single? Severe lack of even trying. Looks, introvert and social anxiety. Emotionally closed off. Low self-esteem. Overweight. And work 80 hours per week. Have not looked for anyone and don't want to. I've made absolutely zero effort to date for years now. Also not sure if I even want to. I work too much and move every 6 months. Also I have a goblin face. My brain broke, then my heart broke, and now I choose to stay single until I have fixed myself. What is currently at its peak right now? Fresh blueberries. Not me, hopefully. Hopefully housing prices. Raspberries. Blueberries. Peaches. Nectarines. Watermelon. Corn. Garlic. And best of all, tomatoes. Garden fresh tomatoes are the absolute best. And in the next month we'll be seeing fresh crisp apples. I can tell you who hasn't peaked yet. Dennis Reynolds. He's nowhere close to peaking. But when he does, all of Philadelphia is going to feel it. Music streaming. Something tells me we won't have this luxury of paying a small price for unlimited music forever. What was the best advice you ever got? Advice I had gotten for OCD. Let the thoughts, fantasy play out in your head. Do not attempt to suppress them. You will soon realize how irrational it is. The grass isn't greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. Don't spend life daydreaming about what could be in a different place or circumstance. Instead, invest your energy in what is right in front of you and see how it can be cultivated into something beautiful. When my daughter was born, she wasn't breathing and she had to be rushed to another hospital's NICU. She is my first and only child and I was 29 and absolutely terrified. I was staring at her in her glass enclosure on the freezing treatment mat to help stop any brain Damage from getting worse, and it was all over my face how awful I was doing. A doctor said, "I know you are worried. I know you're going down all these paths in your mind. Will she walk? Will she talk? Will she have friends? But don't go into the future. Stay here in the present. Today we have done all we can. We can't solve any more problems until we have them. And if there are more problems tomorrow, we'll solve them tomorrow. Today, you've done all you can do." She was completely right, and it completely changed my perspective. Best advice I ever got. And my daughter needed some occupational and speech therapy, but she ended up totally fine. 5.5 and doing great. From my father. You can love the company you work for all you like. Just remember the company does not love you back. You didn't get this far to only get this far. Shout out to my therapist who kept me alive for long enough for me to get through the dark era. Subscribe, my brothers.